good afternoon and welcome to Sports City Extra Show. I'm Felix Makona and my sign language interpreter is Tobias. Today I will be a one-man army to bring you the sports fixtures, highlights and sports news over the weekend as we continue to be updated in this show. Stay tuned till we finish. Today I will be talking about Kenyan Rugby Sevens who have been beaten thoroughly by some of the nations like France, Argentina. They have really humbled Kenyans by beating the Rugby Sevens. Also we have the FKF Premier League this weekend. Of course there was one game that played. Then we also have the English Premier League, which is the most anticipated and the most loved league in the world. We also have some matches in La Liga. We have Serie A, and then we have the France League 1 that we will be talking about some of the matches. Because of time, we will not have to cover all the matches. We will cover only the important games that played over the weekend. Let's start. Kenyan Sevens were humiliated by being beaten with the likes of in the Pool C, where we have 4 teams, which is Kenya, Spain, and Great Britain, and France. And some of the games, Kenya was really humiliated. One of the games that Kenya was humiliated was against Republic of Ireland, whereby they were really beaten 19-14. Kenya really tried in this one because some of the games that Kenya used to play Rugby Sevens like France, Argentina and other big nations, Kenya has always lost. Now, I will have only just one comment. This is to say that Kenya needed some time to improve, and this will come by time because at this point we cannot compete. We are not eligible, or we are not in that position to compete with the big nations like Republic of Ireland, Great Britain. We also have France and the likes of Argentina. It is still too early for us to judge ourselves because Kenya at this point cannot compete at the highest level as we expected. Although the boys are really trying, despite the challenges that they are having in the camp, they are really trying to prove that they can do something better. Now, away from those news, let's go direct to the FKF Premier League, whereby the FKF Premier League this weekend has been so competitive in some matches that you can't ignore, because you find at some points teams are losing and teams are winning, and when you look at the table, everything is not as expected, because you find that FC Atalanta and City Stars on 21st, that was this weekend, it was a 1-1 draw. Then Bidco versus Gor Mahia on 20th was a 1-1, was a 0-0 draw again. This means that the league is still competitive and there is no favorite at this point, because when you look at the EPL table, you find that Kenya Police are leading with 41 points, then Tusker FC are second with 39 points, Gor Mahia are third with 36 points, then KCB are fourth with 35 points. You see the gap between number 4, which is KCB, and number 1, which is Kenya Police, is still a small gap. Only 41 points minus 34, that is around only around 7 points, and that means that even KCB can come and overthrow this Kenya Police and become the league winners. So at this point, Tusker, Gor Mahia, KCB, FC Leopards, even Kakamega Homeboys are still in this thing. Then there's this saga at FC Leopards whereby they have to choose a leader, a chairman for the club, and the main favorite is Boniface Ambani, because at this point he has been there in the hierarchy, but he was not leading as the chairman. And at this point, I know with the reshuffle of the hierarchy at AFC Leopards, I think Boniface Ambani is the right man to make sure that AFC Leopards thrives and wins the league. It has been long since FC Leopards won any cup in this nation. It has been a long time, even before I was born. So I think it is high time for them to do something so that they are back to the top and competing as a big club. Remember, FC Leopards have fans everywhere in this city. You find that they have branches. They have Kayole branch, Githurai. They have branches everywhere, and these fans are really enticing, especially with their drums that they used to beat when the games are playing. Now, without wasting time, because I know my time is really limited, we will go direct to the English Premier League, whereby we will be looking at the games that played this weekend and the games that are enticing to watch, or that I have to discuss. Some of the games that I have to discuss is the likes of Chelsea. No, Chelsea was beaten by Aston Villa. We have the mighty Arsenal. The mighty Arsenal, maybe the league is slipping away from them, and if they slip away of this league, I don't know if they are able to win it next season, because Manchester City will be there trying to win it again. Liverpool will still be there because they are really doing fantastic this season. We also have the likes of Manchester United. I don't know the problem with Manchester United. Maybe their aim this season will be to avoid relegation and remain in the EPL. So I will start by looking at the games that played this weekend.